We are the Mount Clemens Thursday Morning Clinical, and we're here to show you how to survive the cultural barriers during a patient's pregnancy. So you're working with the patient who's pregnant and from a unique culture. One of the biggest and most frustrating barriers you can face is the cultural and language barrier. So how can you practice nursing when faced with a new culture? Step 1 is the pre-interaction phase. A good nurse will use bridges like getting as much accurate information about the client as possible and researching the client's culture, even when other nurses don't get the information you need.
Hey, so you got a new patient.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me something about her?
I don't really know anything except she was here with her husband. I think maybe her husband. She looked kind of pregnant, but
Can I see her report or the chart?
I guess.
So you don't know why she's here,
No.
and you left nationality blank.
Oh.
Do you know if she speaks English then?
Yeah, I think she was speaking something. I don't know what it was though.
So you have no idea. You didn't ask or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go on the computer. I'm gonna look this stuff up before I go in there. Okay. Patient appears that she's pregnant in 28 weeks. So I'm assuming she's here for a checkup. Okay. Says she's Indian, and it's flagged that she doesn't speak English. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get an interpretation phone. And I'm definitely gonna have to be aware and prepared for the cultural differences during this visit.
On the other hand, a bad nurse won't care about the patient's background and won't bother to research.
Hey Rachel, we have a patient 403 that's pregnant and she's in for a checkup. And she has cultural differences. She's Indian.
I have an Indian friend. That's fine.
But she doesn't really speak well in English.
It's okay. I know how to deal with them.
Step 2 is the orientation phase. A good nurse has a clear and professional introduction, implements nonverbal communication like the handshake, and avoids using family members to communicate major information where possible.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm your nurse today. Are you Becca? Okay, did I say that right? And then, who'd you bring today?
I'm her husband. She doesn't speak much English.
Okay, that's perfect, because I actually brought a translator phone, because I read that on her chart before I came in here. Do you mind telling her that I'm going to be performing a physical assessment on her today?
Sure, no problem.
On the other hand, a bad nurse will have an informal greeting, no patience with the client, and no desire to initiate communication with her actual patient.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Rachel. I'm gonna be your nurse. Hey, husband. All right. So, what are we here for today? What are we here for? Hello?
No
She
English.
doesn't speak any English.
Oh my God.
Step 3 is the working phase. A good nurse uses the translator hotline as the primary interpreter, uses touch to reassure the patient, which is a nonverbal form of communication, educates the client, but balances that with an understanding of the culture, and uses assurance that process should run smoothly even without the husband there.
Okay. Your heart and your lungs sound great. Do you have any pain or discomfort lately?
नहीं बस उल्टी nausea and vomiting.
Okay, I'll be sure to talk to the doctor about that. We'll get everything settled out with that.
अच्छा
Okay. So I noticed that you weren't really interested in this today.
That's correct. In my country, the women do all this work.
Okay. Yeah, I read that online after I checked the chart. So were you planning on being in the delivery room during this?
No, I don't go anywhere near there.
Okay, I understand that, but there are some benefits to it, like engrossment, where it's good attachment with the father and the baby. It's really good support for the mother as well. But it's okay. It's not for everyone. I understand the culture. But someone should be there for support for the mother. Do you guys have any plans for that?
मेरी बहन my sister.
Okay, so your sister, that's really good. And then there will be the nursing staff there and all the doctors, and they'll be helping you and walking you through everything, so there's nothing to worry about.
अच्छा
Okay, so I'm going to go talk to the doctor now about the symptoms you were experiencing with the nausea and vomiting. Hopefully he'll be able to prescribe you something to help out your symptoms. So I'll be right back.
However, a bad nurse will forget or misuse equipment during her assessment, use a judgmental tone when she disagrees with the culture, and not communicate with the patient herself.
Okay, so let's start the assessment. I forgot my stethoscope. Yes, I mean, I think you look fine, so I think we're just gonna skip that step, so, yeah, so you're pregnant, right?
Yeah, she is. She doesn't actually speak English, though.
Oh, right. Okay, so why am I even talking to you? Here, I'll just talk to Dad. Alright, so she's pregnant, right?
Yeah, she's 28 weeks.
Okay, and you're Dad, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so it's getting kind of close. Are you guys getting excited to be in like the delivery room and everything?
Actually, in my culture, we don't deal with that. It's the women's work to have the baby.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's the women's work to have the baby. We don't deal with that.
So like, what's your job? Just getting her pregnant and then everything else is up to her?
Excuse me?
Well, you're just being stubborn and I'm not even going to talk to you about the benefits of being in the room, so.
Step 4 is the termination phase. Good nurses knock before entering, implement the handshake, set up a follow-up appointment, and of course, return in a timely manner.
Hi, I'm back, and I got this right from the doctor for the nausea and vomiting. It was so nice meeting with you guys today, and I hope to see you soon. And don't forget to schedule your next checkup. Okay?
Bad nurses will not come in to say an appropriate goodbye.
You guys are all set to go. See ya.
In conclusion, there are a variety of bridges and barriers involved in the care of a foreign patient, but the use of nonverbal communication, like the handshake and eye contact, and verbal communication, like verbal reassurance and appropriate education, facilitate the nursing process. As you could see, the good nurse correctly follows Swanson's theory of caring by maintaining belief, knowing, being there, doing for, and enabling the patient. She also follows Leininger's transcultural perspective by understanding that caring varies among cultures, and that differences must be respected.